I was fairly humbled to be asked by the Hall of Fame to induct one of my teammates and one of my very good friends in that we also lost earlier this year. Jeff Innes, if you had a chance to meet him, was truly one of the most wonderful people that you could ever meet. I know it's easy when people are gone to sometimes bring them into glory, and you don't want to ever talk badly about somebody who's left us, but nobody has deserved more kudos and accolades than Jeff. He was an absolute, genuine human being, and I think what really set him apart from a lot of ball players, a lot of people in general, was just his humility. Jeff never saw himself any different when he was at Shea than any of the fans, the ticket takers, the people, the vendors. It didn't matter who they were. Jeff was just happy and so grateful to be part of the New York Mets organization, the only organization that he played for. That kind of lack of ego combined with his work ethic is why he had such success both professionally, athletically, and then after his ball playing career. He was never one of those guys who was going to wonder what was next. He took everything in stride. He had an amazing career with the Mets. He had an incredible sense of humor. If you had a chance to meet him, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He wore his heart on his sleeve. And was just so easy to know and converse with on a daily basis. Last year, a couple of weeks before camp, I had called, and as we all talked to Dougie to see how things were going, I asked him who I was going to be paired with. I'm typically paired with Buzz Capper, who I'm grateful to be paired with again this year. And speaking to Doug, Doug said that I-Man had requested to be with me for both weeks. So that was very humbling. We're both Illinois boys growing up. We shared a passion for the University of Illinois Fighting Illini for the longest time. And tonight we are very grateful to have Jeff's daughter Shannon here. Shannon Innes, would love to have you come up.
Okay, let me compose myself. Hi, everyone. I am Shannon Innes. I am Jeff Innes' daughter. I'm going to try to keep this short in an effort to not get too emotional, as I basically already am. I'm going to be taking some pauses to catch my breath and try to not cry. But I really just want to thank everyone who puts this camp together, as well as the campers, for honoring my dad tonight and allowing me to be here to accept this award on his behalf. My brother Keenan could not be here today, but obviously he shares the same sentiment. As many of you probably know, my dad didn't really identify much as a former Major League Baseball player. He did, however, take a significant amount of pride in identifying as a regular member of Mets fantasy camp. He loved spending 2 weeks in Port St. Lucie every year, getting to know new campers and reconnecting with old friends. I know that he formed a lot of strong bonds at this camp, and for that, I'm truly thankful. He had a lot of special skills and qualities that made him who he was, including his sense of humor. But I think the one that stuck out to most of us was the way that he cared for people. As you all head home to your family and friends after camp concludes this year, I hope that you can keep the spirit of my dad alive in your day-to-day routines and relationships. With all the craziness and suffering that exists right now, the world could use a little more Jeff Innes. Thank you again for honoring and for loving my dad. We miss him more than we can articulate. Thank you.